one of the things that we were talking about was safety in riding, and I'm just going to play a video real quick. It's something that I saw on Instagram.
This guy.
It's open to interpretation.
Isn't it always?
Yes. So for those watching, you can watch this. If you're listening, there's a Instagram member. His name is Motorcycle Planet. Motorcycle Planet. There is a video on their link, on their lead, and feel free to check that out. Go ahead, Chris.
Before you hit play, I want you to take notice of the picture, and it's at 0-0 on the clip that we have.
Mm-hmm.
There is a truck that has clearly entered into the intersection. Okay.
Yes.
Now I want you to watch the timer at the bottom.
I don't know if I have a timer on this, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, he does. Watch the video. Watch how many seconds go by.
All right. So I'm going to hit play. For those that are watching this, this does result in a motorcycle accident. If you don't want to watch this.
He gets up and walks away.
He gets up and he walks away.
Spoiler alert, he's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But if there's a PTSD issue that you've been in an accident before, you don't want to see this, skip ahead. And I'll give you a moment to do that. And for those still watching, it's not that play button, it's this one.
Okay, can you go back?
We'll play it the whole way through.
Okay.
And then we'll go through and we'll do frame by frame. A little skinned up arm there. Pieces of his bike everywhere.
Strewn about.
They're just, I mean, it's like a disintegrated. It's stuck underneath the truck.
A shoe. Yeah, there's the bike stuck under the truck.
All right. So
okay,
I'm going to hit play and then I'm going to pause it as we go through this. I'll go about 2 or 3 seconds in and pause it right before we get to the bike. As you notice, I mean, the bike looks like it's hauling ass. I don't know. It's hard to judge the distance, but I mean,
just count. I want you see where it says 0.32?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you hit play right about impact, hit pause.
Bro, what the fuck? Why did you stop? Why didn't you?
He's made a decision to lay it down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this far out, he has made the decision.
1,001, 1,002. I'm going to lay it down. 1,003. Okay.
And that's where the bike is under the truck within 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's fast. That's 3 seconds.
Okay. Now, again, your video is paused and he's already like looking at the truck in front of him.
Yes.
Okay. So
you can see it right here. You should be able to see it.
Let's just say that the truck's moving. He's moving. Let's give it 1 second. So there's 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. No decision to brake. No decision to alter my course. I'm just going to lay the bike on its side and slide underneath. I mean,
yeah, because right now, I mean, you can see the truck is halfway through the intersection.
That's what I'm saying.
It's still moving.
But now it stops.
Nope, it's still moving.
Still moving there.
This is about where it stops. I think the woman sees this bullet coming at her and freezes. Yeah, because she's not moving anymore. And you got
but look to the left.
All that open space.
Look to the right.
Questionable parking lot and building.
But you've had 3 seconds. 3 seconds. He made a decision to lay it down.
He's already made the decision because the bike is already leaning.
Sliding it over. He's done right here.
Yeah, there's no way that he's going to make it around the back.
Now,
of that
based on
thing
the
at
length
this
of that
speed.
truck and based on that distance, how far do you think that bike slides?
Well, it doesn't slide anywhere because it jams right underneath the.
No,
the
but
truck.
I'm saying he's laying it over 20, 40, 60 feet.
No, it hits the ground right before. I mean, he's already decided that he's going to lay it down. And I can see his point in this just because if he goes left, he doesn't know if she's going to take off.
Okay.
There is that. Maybe he doesn't see that there's no oncoming traffic, but you have the question of, is there oncoming traffic in that far left
I'm going
lane?
back to the start of the video.
Yep.
If it's me,
That bike is down.
The bike's laid down.
This bike is down at this point. And you still have a good 20 feet to the impact of the vehicle.
My point was the video clip starts with the truck coming into.
There is more than enough space to stop a bike that's doing, let's say he's doing 60 miles an hour. If you can't stop a bike from here to there at 60,
even if you just slowed down to where you can maneuver around the back of the truck
or the front.
I mean,
but there, yeah.
Like you're like no reaction. I'm laying the bike down. I'm telling you right now.
It's real easy for me to be here sitting as a Monday morning.
Okay, fair enough. Armchair quarterback
sitting here picking this apart. I've never been in this situation, and I hope to never be in this situation, because I can just imagine your brain freezing to freak out. You're looking at this as impending doom, and you're not ready to react. The problem is that, and maybe he's a novice rider. Maybe he wasn't looking. He just wasn't paying attention.
So my theory
There's a lot of things that we just don't know. I'm just glad the guy was okay.
Sure.
But it's something to definitely look at and learn from, of alertness. And what would you do in this situation if this happened to you? Because it's just like, I go to the gun range. I go to the gun range to build muscle memory in pulling a weapon and firing a weapon. And I do that because if I'm in a situation where I need to pull a weapon and fire a weapon, I don't want to have to think about it. I want it to be muscle memory, and it just works its way through. Because if you stop to think about, I'm going to use a weapon to cause bodily harm to another human being, it's very hard to process that and pull the trigger. Having muscle memory on that surely helps.
So what you're saying is this guy needs to ride his motorcycle at a high rate of speed through multiple intersections and practice avoiding this truck.
No, what this guy needs to do is work through and think about scenarios like this, like we all do. What would I do if? What would I do if? What would I do if?
I always anticipate that the car is going to make the wrong move. And
Always.
So at this point, right now, at the start of this video, with this view, I'm already backing off. I'm already hitting my brake.
Yeah, this guy clearly should have been hitting his brake at this point.
I mean,
he should have. I mean, hands down, he had more than enough room to stop the bike. Again, without being in that situation, I don't know, this guy had brain freeze. He locked up.
I think it was a hot girl in the oncoming car there on the left
that
side.
could have been too. Yeah,
totally.
We'll watch it one more time.
Is it? What's in the left?
And
yeah, Camaro.
There it goes.
Yeah, hot Camaro. Boom, trucking away. Well, like you said, main thing is, guy's okay. Looks like he's got a little road rash, but he's alive and kicking. A
little bit of road rash, a little bit of pride lost. I'm sure the insurance company will find that video very insightful on, well, you were exceeding the speed limit a little bit and maybe you should have reacted differently.
Like I said, who knows? I mean, even at 45 miles an hour, you're going to close that space in a pretty good piece. That's why like you've immediately made recognition there's a truck coming into your path. Like, think about right now, what am I going to do? I'm gonna start slowing down.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear them decelerating. You hear, but I don't hear them clicking through gears, trying to use the back to slow you down, going through gears.
We had no audio. I don't know, but I'm just counting 1,001, 1,002.
I had audio. You didn't have. I'm sorry. Sorry
okay.
for the listeners out there.
It's no big deal.
The audio, if you go out and you listen to this and you watch this, you will hear the revs going down, but he doesn't change gears. He stays in the same gear.
Interesting.
I don't hear brakes. I tried to, the view doesn't show his hands on the brakes. I can't see it, but I mean, I got 800 pounds and I think I could stop it in that much time. I don't want to find out, but I think I could slow it down a lot.
That's another case for safety. Those bikes, your bike, my bike, this white one, the brakes are linked, and you grab the front brake, it gives you some rear brake. Ratio is appropriate, and so that's a great safety feature. ABS is a great safety feature. So those are good advances that the bikes have nowadays. Maybe that bike didn't have. Clearly he locked up the rear tire pretty quick, because that's exactly how they behave, right? So, but like I said, I'm glad he's okay. And he'll
ride another day.
Definitely cover down on the the brakes and give it a rest.
Yeah, but I think what we want to take from this is what sort of what you said. Everybody out there is trying to kill you in a car.
Yeah, just assume they're going to sit in the middle of your intersection. They're not going to clear the way for you. And I saw a great study the other day that talked about the way we see. And it talked about how as you're panning your head, you're taking snapshots and your brain fills in the space in between.
Really? And
that's why people can appear to be looking at you at an intersection, looking left and right, and not see the motorcycle pull right out in front of them. Because that slice, as they were turning their head, the brain didn't fill it in with a bike in the picture. The brain filled it in with trees, grass, pavement, whatever. And that's why a lot of times you've seen me do it. You come up to an intersection and I'm doing the serpentine to make myself more noticeable as they're making that pan, but that was an interesting study. And again, this is, one of those things where, okay, we know that when I'm with the grandson in the car, it's how many motorcycles can you see on our trip?
Exactly.
So start looking for them, right? So he's a better cager. And we all, and being a motorcyclist definitely makes you drive different. You look at the distance between vehicles, differently. If you do follow a motorcyclist, you're coming up to slow down. He's probably engine braking. I should hit my brakes, right? Most people that don't know those things about motorcycles. And so they crowd you, they cut you off, they pull in front of you, all kinds of stuff. The last thing I would say on the whole safety thing, you're on a bike that weighs 800 pounds, 400 pounds, 1,000 pounds, and you're competing with a vehicle that weighs 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 pounds, 7,000 pounds, right? You're not going to win.